हम अनुभव के साथ चले जाएंगे।
कहाँ?
अरे गिफ्ट पेपर सब लाना है, पैकिंग का।
कौन सी पैकिंग?
ऊपर शगुन में जो जाएगा
करेगी तो हम करवा देंगे।
नहीं करना, खुद से कर लेंगे सब बच्चा लोग मिलके।
जैसे कि
वो तो ठीक है। एक बार और जाना था कहाँ, कुछ देखने अमन भैया जीजू का।
फिर भैया पौधा क्या कहेंगे? क्या बोलती भैया?
Harsha madam, recording is on.
Progress, yes. I'm recording the session, by the way.
Oh,
Yes, sir. By the way, good.
very innovative.
Yeah,
Very
I
innovative.
am. Yes, I am. Thank you so much. Good.
Okay, you are going to be
Okay.
referred to ARD now
I
by
guess so.
principal.
Yeah, I do my work by my own, so I'll take at plus point. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just
Who
start
is
the
Navyug,
meeting.
ma'am?
Navyug,
Who
I
is
think
Navyug, ma'am?
Sunil sir is handling Navyug from on the behalf of principal sir.
Oh, Sonia, ma'am, is principal.
Sonia ma'am? No. I mean, Sunil sir is handling Navyug on the behalf of principal sir.
Acha, acha.
Okay, yes,
Sonia,
sir.
ma'am is going. Okay.
Okay. Shall I start? Okay, I think most of you have joined, so I'll just start with my meeting. And for those of you who do not know, as you enter the meeting, your recording will start automatically. So you speak before, think before what you speak. I'll just be sharing my screen with you in a second. Can someone please say, yeah, now I think the screen must be visible on your screen. Can you all just let me know if my screen is visible to you all? Okay, I think my screen is visible. Okay, before starting the session, I would just like to say if any one of you want to speak or express your thoughts, you are completely free. Okay, I'm just open to your thoughts. You can just unmute yourself because I have not done any such setting where I have muted everyone. So you can unmute yourself at any point of time and speak out your thoughts. Thank you. Personality development. Today's session was done by me and Miss Anushka, but Miss Anushka is not well, so I'll be doing it as a whole. Before I start, personality is something that when we think about, most of you must be thinking about the outlook of a person. The first thing that will be coming to your mind is how beautiful is she or how gorgeous is she looking. The only thing that comes to your mind is how beautiful is she or how beautiful that guy is or how handsome does he look like. It's just the outlook. It's not only you actually. It's the entire world. The humans of the entire world think the same thing. 100% proved. Personality doesn't mean just your outlook. It has to deal with your inner potential too. Personality is not just a concept that can be done in just one session. Indeed, if I would have got more than one, I would be I would have loved to do that because personality is something very personal to me. You will know why is it personal because at the end of the slide, I will tell you why this topic is personal to me. Moving on, if you can see in front of your screen, you can see a quotation written. Personality has power to uplift, power to depress, power to curse, and a power to bless. Absolutely right. I don't know who has written this or who has quoted this, but he is absolutely right. 100% right. You know, for example, if you go for an interview and an interview asks you to please, ma'am, will you take a seat? Please sit down. Or sir, can you take a seat? Please sit down. He doesn't just say you or your outlook or how beautiful is this candidate is. How fair is she? How handsome is this boy? They don't see your outlook. You know, the points that they see in an interview is when you enter the room, the way you exit the room, the way you talk to the interviewer. What is your presence of mind when he is asking a question which is beyond your thinking? Sometimes an interviewer asks you a personal question. It can make you angry. Like suppose I have gone for an interview and the interviewer asks me, are you single? Are you married? The first thought that will come in my mind, who the hell is he thinking he is? And why the hell is he asking me, am I married? I'm like your daughter. Come on. You know, the interviewer wants to check what is your presence of mind at that point of time. He just wants to check, is this girl getting angry on my question? Because sometimes they intentionally ask you personal questions to test your presence of mind. But at that point of time, your personality is to remain cool, to remain calm. No matter how personal he gets with you, just don't forget you are an interviewee and he is an interviewer. He is your God. He may ask you any personal question, but you have to be positive in that approach. Your personality development also tells you to be positive in the negative situation. Even if people are trying to get into your mind, be cool, be calm. Moving on, personality traits. Personality traits means qualities. What are the points that we will be covering today? It just includes the basic points. I have included just the basic points. There are many more than these. Powerful communication, dressing sense, non-verbal communication, interpersonal relations, and positive approach. We'll be doing each and every one of these in detail, starting with powerful communication. You can see Mr. Modi's picture and a quotation written just beside that. You are the master of your own deeds. Absolutely right. I am the master of my own deed. I know most of you must be thinking, Mr. Modi, oh yes, Mr. Modi. See, let me clarify one thing. Just because Mr. Modi is good, that doesn't make me a fan of him. I am not a fan of Mr. Modi or anyone. I'm not a fan of anyone, actually. I'm a fan of me. I'm a fan of myself. Don't follow someone. Make your own path. Create your own opportunities. I am the master of my own deeds. My communication should be so powerful that the audience remains astonished, surprised, as if, how can she do this? Your communication should be so powerful that even without speaking, your non-verbal like signals communicates to you are communicating through your eye signal. That should be very important because your audience is not here to listen to your lecture or listen to your script. They are here to be influenced by you. Mr. Modi has a good personality. Not in terms of his outlook. Obviously, if you look, he's an old man, beards and white hair. Okay. He is not having, but he has a good personality. He knows how to attract his audience. He knows how to take his words into the minds of the people. Try to be not like him. Don't try to be like anybody. There is a saying in Hindi movie, I don't know what movie was that, of Amitabh Bachchan, जहाँ पे मैं खड़ा रहता हूँ वहीं पे लाइन स्टार्ट होती है. I don't know, शुरू होती है. If I'm wrong, just forgive me. So try to be your own master. Don't follow someone just because she is doing that, I will do that. Am I interested in that actually? Moving on to the next one, dressing sense. Okay, you are free to talk to me or present your views. So when you unmute, I consider that you want to talk to me. And if you don't want to talk, can you please kindly mute yourself? Okay, dressing sense. You can see two images right in front of you, left and right. Dressing sense can be in any attire, can be in any form that you want. It can be Western, Mr. Modi in Western dress, Mr. Modi in Indian attire. It doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter what you are wearing or what you're not wearing. You must have seen Mahatma Gandhi. He was not wearing anything. I mean, not completely, but the upper part of his body was bare, completely bare. He wasn't wearing anything, or just wrapping a piece of cloth around his body, but still, he had a good personality, which made him the father of the nation. So, personality doesn't depend on what dress you're wearing, what kind of dress you're wearing, whether it's Indian attire or it's Western attire. Wear something that you are confident in. If you're wearing something you're not feeling confident, trust me, you cannot do anything correct that day. Wear in what, just be you are. Don't try to be someone who you are not. Be you are, because if you are confident in something, you can do the work efficiently and effectively. It can be you're wearing a sari, it can be you're wearing a suit or jeans, but are you comfortable with that? Next, non-verbal communication. You must have said, you must have heard about communication. There are mostly basic two types of communication, verbal and non-verbal. Verbal is very easy for you to understand, speaking, talking, giving your lectures in the class. Well, non-verbal communication plays a very vital role in which you just have to sit down, relax, don't have to say anything. Your gesture, your body language, your facial expressions, your eye contact, your touch, your voice. Your voice in the form of whistle. When you whistle, when you do any kind of sound, but not speaking. That is non-verbal. You can see right in front of your screen different body postures telling different kind of things. You know, when you are sitting in the classroom, leaning down on your chair, that doesn't give a good impact on your students. Rather, sit in a position with your back straight. I can understand for people who are old, they cannot, but sit in a way that people don't make fun of you. Sit in a way that depicts that you are actually a teacher or you are actually having a good personality. Don't sit as if you are feeling lazy, you're feeling sleepy, you're just leaning down on the chair. It has a and very diverse effect on students. Your hand movements, your hand gestures speaks a lot. When you put a thumbs up and you say, well done, my student, you don't have to say well done actually. Your thumbs up speaks a lot for that. Different faces you can see, facial expression. When you're confused, sad, you can know. As a teacher, you all are aware when your students are happy. You don't even have to tell them. Just by looking at the facial expression, you know when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're excited. Moving on to the next slide. Interpersonal relations. Pardon me. Interpersonal relationship, I'm sorry, is actually related to your powerful communication in a way. In front of you, you can see 3 C's written: care, connect, and communicate. You know, communication means when you speak to a person, might be physical or on your phone, anything as such. Interpersonal relationship includes your emotion, your feelings. So when you try to connect to your students, try to connect in a way that they feel connected. You know, a very great and a wise person told me once that in order to communicate to your students, don't go for the direct approach. Rather, follow the care for your students. See what they want, see what they need. Why are they not doing the assignments? What is the reason behind not doing the assignment? Is there a particular reason? What is it, my dear students? Try to know that. And when the students feel that the teacher is actually concerned about me, the teacher is actually loving me, the teacher actually cares for me, that and then he feels or she feels that they are connected to you. And when they feel connected, they will come to you, they will approach you, they will just say, ma'am, what should I do in this situation? They consider you as a guide. That is really a very big thing. When someone comes to you for guidance, for answers, please consider it really grateful, because that is when your students are connecting with you. When they have that connection, that linking with you, then you can communicate. Then you can say them that I have to do this assignment and I want you to do this because I know you can do this, my dear student or my dear child. You know, you have to give them that you are personally connected to them. You have to give that a personal touch, you know, a personal touch to your student. You might not be their a relative or mother or a father, but every teacher is a mother or a father to their student. Act like one. When the students feel touched by your words, they will come to you for your guidance. Next slide. Positive approach. I was telling you about the interview right before. You know, if you are in a situation stuck with all the negative thoughts in your mind. I can't do this. I'm not supposed to do this. What if I can't do this? What if I fail? What am I going to do? Who will help me? I'm all alone. I cannot do this. That is when you're losing your confidence. Personality development trains you to be calm, to be cool, even in a negative situation. When you enter inside a classroom and you see your students shouting all the time, what are you going to do? Punishment? Of course. Basically, everybody does that. Well, CBSE has not encouraged any corporal punishment, so we cannot go for that, and we don't do that anyways. But in a situation when they are shouting so much and you cannot control them, you lose your temper. What can I do of the students? They never listen to me. God, what will I do of you? The best thing that you can do is do nothing. Do nothing in that situation. Sit on your chair or just stand in a place. Try to do something. Show them that you are working on something. Don't look at your students. When the students say that the teacher is not looking at me, even after shouting so much, she is not looking at me. What is the reason? Then your students will try to know you. Then they will stop talking and they will say, Ma'am, what happened? Why are you not saying? So the best thing to do is remain calm, do nothing. Sometimes silence works wonders. Okay, this was the reason why I was telling you all because this is very personal to me. Personality development, I have gone through a professional training actually in personality development program. So in case you have any queries about personality development, or you feel like, Harsha, could you just help me how to face an interview? Or Harsha, will you just help me how to talk, communicate with my people, how to talk in public, how to be a public speaker? I'm your man. Well, I'm professionally trained in this personality development. I'm sorry. So you can be free to talk to me anytime. Thank you. Thank you for your so valuable time, everybody. And your attendance link will be sent shortly. Thank you, everybody. If anybody has any kind of questions, please feel free to talk to me. Check your chat. You have got the.
लिंक भेजा.
If you will open the link, you will see certain kinds of questions, personality type questions. You have to just choose any options that you feel correct.
एनएन टावर जाएंगे, अंधा स्कूल के पास। अंधा स्कूल के पास एनएन टावर नहीं है। वही पे कितना 5 रुपए में देते हैं।
The session is still on. If anybody has any kind of question, you may please talk.